I did see I was looking at all the SNL takes on the internet, mostly just because I wanted to see if people liked Geese.
Yeah.
And as far as Geese goes, there was a decent amount of people that were like, "This isn't music." What?
Really?
Who told this guy he could sing?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's relatively inoffensive. But, I mean, I don't... It's just... Yeah. You know, it's like...
You can fuck my ass.
You can have sex with me. Yeah. And pretend I'm a girl.
Yeah, we weren't really podcasting
when
Geese was having their big blow up.
Yeah, it was funny too because like I kind of 360'd on it.
Mm-hmm. Because I watched it happen in real time. You were texting me.
Well, I was like, I forget what it was like. I was like, geez, he's good with the Carnegie Hall thing and the.
You saw photos of Paul Thomas
Anderson and then
jacking off behind the piano.
Paul Thomas Anderson is like sucking his own cock and Cameron Winter's like putting the neck of a guitar up his ass.
Yeah,
and
Benny
I was like,
Sapp
okay, this is a bit much, fellas.
Yeah. There was a real moment where it was like he's Bob Dylan, he's literally Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, it was super like ubiquitous or whatever. But then what happened was I saw only the videos and I was like, okay, I get it. It's basically it was more like really your problem was with meta. It's like I already like Geese. You don't have to show me like 90 Geese videos.
Oh well, for a while it was
an
all
hour
I was
span.
getting. Yeah,
and then I was like, yeah, this is a bit much. And then I read all the comments like really shitting on Geese, and I was like, hey, I like them.
Yeah,
I like their music.
I mean, I wonder the kind of turnaround in today's culture or whatever of like how long something can be cool for before it's cooler to say it's not cool.
Yeah, I mean, but then that becomes uncool. It's just a vicious, ugly, stupid cycle.
Yeah, to which that was the energy I was responding to you with was like, well, I like the band. I think the music's good. And
yeah. And then I was like, I know, but it's fucking everywhere. And then I read the comments that are like, I hate them so much. It makes me so mad.
Yeah.
I wake up every day and I punch a picture of Cameron Winter in the head. And then I imagine their Wasian drummer going into a wood chipper.
Yeah,
and
they say all the stuff online. They go into their bedroom and they put on their headphones. And it's, you can see
yeah. They log off and then they put in their headphones. And it's like, there's a bomb in my
Well, it's the same thing when anybody is like invited in the room that is like... it's like with comedy too. You see, and people are like, talking all this shit online, and you go, I mean, it literally is like the Tyler the Creator thing of like, just turn the computer off.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like,
they bring cyberbullied. Yeah, just you close your laptop.
Yeah, because it's like I don't know. Nobody asked. But you could say it about anything. I mean, I do think there's a place in the world for hate. I love being a hater, but.
I love being a hater too. I think I draw the line at like this is like maybe a trite take, but like. The guy willing enough to comment is always where I draw the line. I'll send it to a friend and text them.
Yeah.
Like you send a DM, you send like a band you hate that's popular, and you go, I hate them.
Oh, yeah, we do that all the time.
I hate them. It's like, someone's trying to be funny online. I fucking hate them. And
Instagram posts from people we know.
Yeah. It's my best friend. Yeah. It's you. You post a stand-up clip, I send it to everybody. You're such a loser.
His hair is gay.
Look at him. Look at him. Oh, cool jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, me and Billy were talking about that recently because I had that realization of how much of my view of everything is based, like so much of my life is consuming comments and reading TikTok comments and looking at Reddit posts. And then I remember, I'm like, wait, I haven't written a single comment in maybe like 11 years.
No, the only comments I do all like are like the vague supporting ones of like, I don't know, Tony Wellens makes a post. Like my podcast is out, I'll go, I love Tony Wellens, and that'll be the whole. Or like, one time, the last time I really commented on a stranger's thing was this guy, this really small page. I forget. I wish I could remember his name. I was subscribed to it so I could find it. But he did like this like weird, like what's it called? Like not slow shoegaze, like weird shoegaze cover of like a Courtney Barnett song.
Yeah.
And it had like 6 views. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I felt inclined to be like, brother, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like it was like some shoegaze cover of a Courtney Barnett song that was legitimately sick.
Oh, I like doing that.
And there's like four views. I was just like, well, I have to tell this guy
you're
that
gonna see that too.
Yeah,
There's a difference between like
I have to tell this guy he's awesome because
Yeah.
no one is actually saying it.
Yeah, and it's not something that has like a billion views where you're just kind of throwing your comment into a sea of things just so you could either one get upvotes on it or two have somebody reply and get into an argument with you.
Yeah. I know a couple of people who are like, oh, I make a effort to like get highly, like it's like a part of the like his like metagame for like getting Instagram followers is like he just makes funny comments. People like follow him from it.
Yeah, I mean that used to.
He's
be
like,
big.
I got like 40,000 likes on a thing, and I got like 1,000 followers. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, maybe I should start commenting on everything.
Yeah, it's Jew. Just Benjamin Netanyahu says anything. Jew.
Yeah.
Freaking Jew.
Just OnlyFans girls that just
OnlyFans girls.
Hey,
Jew.
Hey, you look really good.
Jew.
Yeah.
Negging them.
Yeah.
Negging OF girls.
Yeah, but it is a thing. Yeah.
You're pretty flat for a slut.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nailed
you really don't know how to do makeup, do you?
What's up? Name's Joe. You introduce yourself.
It works. She slides in my DMs.
Slides in your DMs. She's like, oh my god, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're crazy.
You're a dumb bitch.
Sometimes the only I don't wish I was single, but sometimes I wish I could just go walk up to a woman in a bar like how I used to when I was single, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
Walk up to a woman in a bar and go, hey, you dumb bitch. You're pretty ugly for a girl with great tits.
Should I try it?
Yeah, you should say you're pretty ugly for a girl with big fat knockers.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I mean, it's not bad. I need a good strat.
Yeah.
When you were single, did you ever go up to a stranger? We probably discussed this, but have you ever like put it all on the line?
A total stranger?
Yeah. You saw them at
yes.
somewhere and you were like, this person's pretty, I gotta shoot my shot right now.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I think I can remember one.
Yeah.
So this is how
was it a complete
not
disaster?
good at that.
Yeah.
It was just awkward. Like what happened was like I was pretty like rizzed out. It was but you know what it is? It's comedy show, so it's like, does it count?
Yeah, I mean,
she
it really
saw me
helps
do comedy and liked it.
If you do well on stage, it does help.
So it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's not the same as like how I look and am.
Yeah,
you know.
And you're also, there's already sort of like a connection there where they saw you. There's like at least one thing you can talk about and kind of acknowledge, as opposed to you kind of like nervously going up and being like, all right, what's my game plan? What's an icebreaker here? Yeah.
So what happened was it was at that Stardust Coffee. You remember that place?
Yeah, where all the tatted chicks would hang out.
Yeah, they used to have. I feel like it also used to be easier to impress baristas, but maybe this is in my head.
What do you mean easier to impress? Like when you do stand up?
You know, it's an easy move. It's an easy barista move. Mm-hmm. You go. Are you playing the music?
Yeah, that's good.
Like Dirty Projectors was playing once.
Yeah.
And I asked the barista, cute barista, I said, "Are you Dirty Projectors are great."
Dirty Projectors.
Goes, oh, yeah.
These guys suck. Jew.
Their lead singer is Jewish.
Yeah. That's all like the Andrew
just
Tate
groiping, just fully groiping to the beautiful.
Have you seen that guy Clavicular?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know who he was, but he started to pop up on my thing. You know how like you watch like 10 seconds.
Well, you know he's meth maxing and he's dick maxing.
He's meth maxing.
He's meth maxing and dick maxing.
What is?
He's like injecting shit into his dick and taking meth.
Do you just add maxing to a word just as it's just a suffix?
It started like as a so hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello, Joe's mother. No, I don't want to see your feet again. Sorry. Anyway, so
fuck you. I hate that.
Yeah, sorry. It just says toes. That's her contact thing. No. The maxing thing is like it's like where people got obsessed with the idea of optimization, and then it became like retarded. Like it became like it looped around to being like ironic and stupid. So now it's sort of, but they still do it.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm still fucking mad at you for the toes. She did not just call you.
She did call me.
Show me.
Hold on. Let me see.
You're just creating a contact right now. This is Joe's mom.
This is funny. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. I had nothing.
No, well,
my mom's texting me to make sure I'm safe.
Yeah.
Which is
you fully answered her and said that to her. Joe's mom.
Joe's
what?
mom.
Yeah.
My mom's like, no.
Yeah.
This is your mom.
Yeah. You're like, no, I don't want to see your toes. She's like, what?
Ew.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross. It's fucking disgusting.
But no, optimization became very big.
Right. So when people were like earnestly like, that's not optimal to drinking beers.
Yeah.
It's not optimal. It's whatever, some gay shit. And then they were like, oh, this is the best thing you can do, so you can do the most of it. Like just spam it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's because it's a video game term.
Maxing.
Min-maxing, have you heard?
Okay.
Like min-maxing.
Yeah.
So this is how a bunch of these guys are dorks. They're using like video. They're saying like spamming things, maxing.
Yeah,
things.
well, there's a strange combo because all of these guys, these kind of streamers that are all into this group are like I don't know, whoever's looking at dating advice videos and creating dating advice content. I think there's a proclivity to like League of Legends.
Yeah, but then also what happened was like they started off. It feels like they started off being like, this is how to talk to women, or like like the Andrew Tates of the world, and now they're like, no, we hate women, we won't even speak to them, we're virgins, and it's like we're proud incel. Like the incel thing used to be like really like basement dwelling 4chan move, and now it's like a guy like Clavicular, or like the guy who made the Haitian, not Haitian, the
that guy's a complete
Somali daycare.
Complete
it's
fool.
Like, yeah, he was like, you have nothing on me, I'm a virgin. I like literally he's like, you can have nothing on me, I'm a total virgin.
Yeah, I do live in a trailer park.
Yeah.
I am white.
Yeah.
I do live in a trailer with my mom.
Yeah, it's literally they're like 8-miling their own identities, but they're like sort of like it became like good to be an incel kind of. Like they just fully like tried to 180 the thing. It used to be like we're all losers. We're like walking arm in arm with our loser brethren, and now it's like actually everybody else is a loser. And I'm like, you were kind of right the first time.
Yeah,
it's okay. Just be a loser.
I mean, maybe it's better to like chin max or mu max or whatever than it is to like shoot up a all girls school.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
jury's still out on that one. Yeah,
we'll see what happens. I don't think that thing's gonna stop happening. Have you heard like the it's like Telegram or Discord or something, but there's like that freaky group of like psychopath kids online.
What is
I don't
this?
know how much of this is just boomer news.
They're using the group chats in order to.
But the guy, the black Nazi who shot up somewhere in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
You remember the black Nazi?
I think I remember the Nashville shooting. I didn't really have any context.
Oh, it was a black
for
Nazi. You should read his manifesto. It's just the N-word over and over and over
Really?
again. Yeah.
There's something crazy going on there. That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's just like literally being a crazy person, and then like it's like I don't know. I've been really down a weird rabbit hole with stuff.
Online?
A little bit. I'm trying to like curb it a little bit because
what are you seeing? Because most of my things.
The one that was fucking with me the most is like ChatGPT stuff.
Yeah.
Like there was like what happened was it's not even like I'm going out of my way to necessarily like read articles about this, but it's like I'll get like there's this guy I keep getting who's like, I'm a former victim of AI induced psychosis. And it's basically like the AI like plays along with your psychosis.
Well, they keep giving you positive feedback and saying like you are God.
Yeah, dude, they keep doing this, and it's like I used to do this. It's like that, and then like the guy who like took his own life because Daenerys Targaryen told him to do it.
That's awesome.
Because he was like role playing with Daenerys Targaryen.
She's like, you can fuck me on my dragon. If
in Valhalla if you fucking cut your own fucking and you're like check please. And so that's happening. A guy killed himself on accident because ChatGPT said he could take Xanax and kratom at the same time, which you totally can't.
Yeah.
And like,
Do you know anybody who uses ChatGPT like that? Or like not like feeding their own psychosis, but just like we'll talk to them and ask like.
I think a lot of people do it and would never tell you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too because it's like. It's stuff you would need. It's literally what friends are for, and then like, it's easier to talk to ChatGPT than your friend, which is like deeply disturbing.
No, ChatGPT using it will be the equivalent of like watching really weird porn. Just something you do and never admit to, and if it gets brought up, you go, "Oh, that is weird."
Yeah, exactly.
And then in your head, you're like, "Fuck, dude, I looked at Wonder Woman getting fucked by a horse yesterday."
Yeah, exactly. You looked at like Teletubbies Rule 34.
Yeah, I guess so. I have a clear conscience. I'll admit the few things I use ChatGPT for, and like embarrassing to even broach this topic because I want to just jack off to Wonder Woman hentai, alone.
That's cool.
Metaphor. Well, the one is when I got Corey, I would ask all sorts of questions.
Oh, how to take care of a cat?
Yeah, like what does this behavior mean, or like he did this. Like even when I got back, Corey was like extra cuddly, like wouldn't leave me alone, like super clingy.
And you're like, is this like separation anxiety?
Yeah, well, I Googled, like, why is my cat extra clingy? Thinking Google would be like, oh, they just missed you. And then Google was like, you should, or like Reddit and everything was like, you should check this out. That's a really bad sign. Like, that could mean this and that. Yeah, it basically just means like they're stressed out or whatever. But then I basically just typed like the exact details in a ChatGPT, and they were like, if they're not showing these signs and this and that, you're fine. It just sounds like your cat.
Yeah, I mean, people are very dramatic. I mean, the people on Reddit about their cats, I'm sure they have like whole psychological profiles for. They're like, well, Whiskers is is an Aquarius. So, and you're like, okay.
Even that situation is, you could end up in a situation where the way you're phrasing that makes it so the computer is like giving you the wrong information.
Yeah, but what's interesting though is that like, imagine you're in a world with no access to these things. It's like, oh, my cat's cuddly. Like, you wouldn't worry about it. Like, what would you be worried? What is there to worry about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you were gone for X days, and now he's cuddly, unless he's sick.
Yeah.
It's like
with like feeding them stuff with enrichment. Like it's basically like a Google thing that can give you like exact answers for your questions.
But it's almost like there's like a hypochondriacal thing going on there. You're like, am I like would I be worried about, like, if you. There's also like a natural barrier to asking a human being about something that gets eliminated, and you could just figure out things for yourself or just let them go, which is healthier probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, have you ever...
I have a concern, like what's the word? Like tiny concern, I'm going to like Google or ChatGPT or like figure out, and it's like maybe things you should just let like 99% of shit go.
Yeah. And, well, on the other end, too, it's that thing of, like, it's giving you such quick and easy answers and basically thinking for you, which, taken to the extreme is just basically, like, it takes your brain out and be like, all right, puts a computer in, like, you never have to think for yourself, which I think a lot of kids in school are probably going to have to face, of just never. Yeah. I mean, dude, the effects that ChatGPT has on,
like, learning
students, at least anecdotally, like, is... Because you can read headlines all
like
day about how kids are getting stupider, but like talking to people in real life, teachers, they do say like it's getting a little ridiculous with how dumb these kids are.
Yeah, for sure.
I was talking to Carlos's sister, and she teaches ESL English class at a college in Puerto Rico, and she was basically like, "Yeah, I can't assign novels anymore. Like they just can't read them, or like I don't even know if it's like an intelligence thing, but it's a lack of attention or whatever." But and I mean, all these rabbit holes are it's just depressing. Like there's no real hopeful spin I can put on some of this stuff.
Not really. I mean, I think it's interesting because it's like it goes all the way to the top in terms of just like you're looking at how tech sector affects our. I'm not, I'm no economist. I'm a fucking idiot. I watch hentai with Wonder Woman. But that being said, it is interesting that like all of this has no guardrails whatsoever, and like that's what the Greenland thing is. Like that's what like all this stuff is just tech completely unregulated because it just makes the most money. Yeah, and they can just kind of do whatever they want, and it has like really dire social consequences that no one really cares about.
And growth without thinking about the consequences. I mean that's
right. It's growth for growth's sake. I mean, ChatGPT is a weird one too because it's like, how exactly does this make money?
It's not. No, it's like it's all what do you call it? Where investors are basically just putting a bunch of money into it.
It's all VC nothing, and like that company's private still too. It's not a public company, and I think there's a reason for that.
Because it's not going to make money, or
how does it make any money? I mean, I don't know.
They would have to run ads, I guess.
They'd have to put ads on it. They would have to do like I mean, because everything it can do. Subscription model, which it's like, who's gonna buy a ChatGPT subscription? It's like,
yeah. I mean, to be fair though, if it does end up, replacing our entire work infrastructure, then you're like, oh shit, I need to code for my
But there's
job.
like a million other ones that are like specifically tailored to like specific jobs, you know, like Claude or whatever.
Yeah.
Claude.
Yeah. I mean,
or like there's a Microsoft one that's used more commonly, I believe, in like office spaces.
Well, there's plenty of different roads. You could just see it as like the worst thing ever. I think even anytime somebody tries to make an argument that it's like a good thing or like not something to be concerned about, immediately you go, the porn that this will be used for is diabolical.
Yeah. So there's some upsides.
Yeah, I can make
I can make Scooby Doo have sex with Linda Cardellini from Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah, I can make a cool video of my ex from middle school. What she looks like now. I miss you.
I miss you.
I mean, and just child
Mr.
porn.
Forrester.
Your ex from middle school is your gym teacher.
I mean, I also I've also put in like my this is an embarrassing one, is because Claude is like, from what I can tell, very sophisticated when it comes to understanding like large text, like scripts and stuff. So I put my script in Claude just to get some analyze this, and then it'll spit back this thing. Which the most interesting part is, it really understood everything about it as if it was like a real person that read it, which is I just found crazy. But fucking, it was just like I didn't want to do this. It's like a weird addiction loop that I got into of just like, I'm like, tell me analyze this character or this thing. And I'm like, dude, this is disgusting. I have to stop.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense because that stuff is, if you had to do it with another person, first of all, you'd have to find an expert.
Yeah.
And this is a sort of simulation of an expert. Whether I don't know enough about whatever, like writing to actually like question the, I'd be curious, like a PhD in English, like looking at the criticism of writing and going, how good did ChatGPT criticize your writing?
Well, any PhD person, like all of the writing criticism or writing feedback or whatever that's online is exactly what the program is pulling from.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and so...
But no, it's pulling from everything. It's pulling from fucking Reddit r/screenwriting advice, too.
Yeah.
It's pulling from nothing. It's pulling from... It's just... What it's doing is... I mean, maybe I'm explaining this to you and you already know it, but, like, it's just making it just understands generally the order of words really well.
It's basically just guessing the most likely best
order
next
of words.
Word, yeah.
So it's
it's so funny when people are like trying to figure out the consciousness of these things. And it's like it's not actually thinking anything.
No.
Yeah.
It's not thinking anything. It's just like generally this word follows this word in this context.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can talk shit about people who use it all day, but I totally can relate in some ways to when I would get those kind of like feedback questions. There's like, it definitely will like hype you up. And it'll say some positive stuff, and then my little like fucking, monkey brain goes like, "Tell me more about how good this is." Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it does. It's sort of like that was like a complaint from people, is that it's too sycophantic.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've
like,
never
awesome sauce.
Yeah. No, I've never used it for a personal problem. I don't think.
And it's like got emojis and shit.
Yeah.
It's like.
You're like, my ex-girlfriend won't have sex with me. Why?
There's so much of that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much of that. And people are using it like fucking therapy. Mm-hmm. It's pretty bizarre. They're using it for therapy. You know, they put out a ChatGPT like health version.
Mm-hmm. Like
it's
for,
like, we're a doctor now.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck?
It's like anything. There are situations I can imagine, for instance, like make me a workout schedule.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's like... Because it would be just quicker than doing your own research of like, give me like a diet today. I want to lose this many pounds. Like, here's what to eat or whatever.
There's all that stuff. It's difficult, right? Because it's like you have to like make a value assessment of how important it is for you to learn something.
Yeah.
And people don't. You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
That takes too much cognitive whatever. It's like is it important that I know why and how, like why I'm working out this way or how much, you know what I mean? The details, like what is.
Well, even if there's nothing wrong with using it in a specific way, there's still just an element of like, if you care about just humanity, you'd probably stay away from it.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
it's like there's something just inherently inhuman about that. Even if it's like helping you lose weight or something, it's like, yeah, but this is still probably not good to touch.
Right. Or it's like, but then there comes I'm curious about like efficacy. It's like, you know, if someone who needed to lose weight asked all these questions of ChatGPT, and then like they're less, I guarantee they're less likely to do it than if they saw a nutritionist.
Yeah.
Than if they went to a doctor's office and met a dietitian. You know, than if they talked to a personal trainer for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that doesn't work better. Or if they read a book about how to be healthy that from a fucking doctor who wrote a book, you know, it's like there's no way that doesn't work better.
Yeah, well, we had this conversation too about creativity, that if you remember in the kitchen, we were talking about what instances is it okay or not okay to use AI for like visual stuff, or like if you can't afford special effects, using it for
visual
like fire
simulations or whatever.
Yeah, and I think my thought was like, it's sort of a case-by-case thing of like I can like create some argument with.
You can create a context where it's like some guy in Zimbabwe wants to make an action movie, and it's like, I guess if he had access to that, but not like, you know, expensive programs and expensive artists or something like that, but he could make it for free.
Yeah, or like like a specific like it would be easier and cheaper to create this fire effect with AI instead of doing it myself or whatever. And you put in the video like the specific ways in which AI was used in like the description. But your argument was like, full stop, it's probably not good to use at all, which I think is fair.
For any of us, like I think like I can, you know, it's an interesting thing maybe for other people, but like for like Western people of relative privilege, I'm like, you probably don't need to do it. Yeah, certainly no fucking box office, anything, you know, it's like nothing in theaters.
No. Even for us though, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that I find, well, I don't know. Because I don't want to apply this to anybody we know, but I think it's very stupid and misguided. This whole idea of like the craft part is not important.
Yeah, of course.
Like to learn that there's nothing valuable in learning how to create a fire effect yourself. Or like, you know, with our friend who I think there's some merits to the argument maybe is like something like formatting a script.
Yeah, formatting a script. Like there's interesting things. It's like, let's say formatting a script, let's say like adding in like visual effects or something like that you're like, well, these are these massive hang-ups in terms of time and money, and I can eliminate them. Yeah. And it's like, yes, you definitely can. Like, that's completely true. But you'll learn something. Like, the problem is, like, you end up kind of making almost like a moralistic argument. That you're like, no, it's actually unethical, and it's, like, immoral, and it's actually good for your, like, soul in order to learn something. Yeah. And it's like,
which I agree with.
Yeah, which I agree with, but it's hard, like... It's hard to like make someone think that.
It's hard to logic. It's hard to like convince somebody that like my view of like the way art should be made and consumed is like correct, which it is.
Which it is.
Because I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, me too.
But
I'm more of a genius, but it's okay.
No, well, you know, I'm a genius.
I'm asking ChatGPT who's more of a genius. Oh, it says me.
Hold on, let me ask your mom. I'm just gonna text right now.
You don't know my mom.
Yeah, I do. I'm texting her right now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I said, for some reason she just said Christoph is gay.
No,
I didn't even ask her about that.
She wouldn't say something like that.
She did.
She probably means it as the acronym she made up for me.
Yeah.
Which is great at you having sex.
You know what's funny is in trying to make the statement that we're geniuses.
I fucking nailed that acronym.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's like, I believe that there's something inherently valuable about like, formatting a script. It's like the idea that like, oh, I can just skip that part, or like even, you know, anybody. I've even heard like Duncan Trussell make this argument a long time ago of, you know, it's like skipping the grind part. This was his argument, is like there's this emphasis on like the grind and like practice and like, you know, working on all this stuff. It's like we don't need any of that grind culture in art. And I'm like, it's not grinding, dude. It's like the entire thing is like learning the skill. There's like you know, it's not just cutting out everything that isn't creative. That stuff's important too.
Yeah, I think it's like trying to have your cake and eat it too kind of thing. I think it's like, yeah, it's just kind of it seems like a kind of immature take. It's like, well, why learn how to animate and create a cartoon when I can just ask Sora to do it for me?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, that's actually a good question. Why would you just learn how to do?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think maybe you could do something better or different than Sora? Like, there's almost also like
or there's no you in that equation.
there's a defeatism, like where you go, no, well, it makes it better than me. How do you know? You don't know how to make it.
Yeah.
So how could it make it better than you if you don't know how to make it?
Mm-hmm.
If you knew how to make it and can do it, then I would say, okay, now there's an interesting argument. If let's say you're like an excellent blank,
Mm-hmm.
and you're an excellent cartoonist, you can draw like really wonderful cartoons and animate wonderful cartoons.
Yeah.
But Sora exists,
Mm-hmm.
and you choose to. That's a person I'd like to hear from. But no one who can do it wants to do that.
Yeah, even for technical stuff to skip, it's like, I know how to format a script. So if I like really was just so tired or whatever, and there was some reason I asked ChatGPT to like take an unformatted like sloppy MS Word script and like put it into script formatting. If I know how to do that, if I know what a script format is supposed to look like, I can see their version and I can tell where the mistakes are, like what to change or whatever. And so, not that even that's good, but there's a big difference between that and somebody saying like, I don't know how to format a script, I'm gonna have them do it, and then looking at it and be like, I guess that's done.
Yeah.
It's
there's
like,
no way you would know.
Yeah, you have no idea. Like, I don't know, and it's to try to make the argument that like something as really easy as formatting, it's like it's really like simple to learn, and there's programs that do it for you, but when you start writing scripts, you have to like read a ton of scripts.
Yeah.
And you also read one from the 80s and realize it's a little different than the way things are written now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I learned how to format this, and now there's a phone call in this scene. Shit,
How do
what
I
the
do a
fuck?
phone
How do I do a
call?
phone
Yeah.
call? So you look at phone calls, in scripts you like.
Right. You look at phone calls and scripts you like, and also it's like, it's almost like losing. Of course, there's an aspect of creativity within formatting. Like, of course there is.
Well, you also just start to understand.
It's like, what if you just wrote a bunch of words in a series and there was no punctuation, and then you just went, ChatGPT, give this punctuation. It's like, it would make creative choices.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how many artists or authors are known for like unique use of a colon, some guy who's like, I hate semicolons. Like, what is that?
Yeah. And imagine also you're putting that in there, and you end up not even knowing what a fucking...
You don't know what anything does or
what
is.
a comma is. You're like, if you didn't know what a comma was, and you're like, well, this put all the commas in for me, I guess I'm done.
No one knows what a comma is.
Yeah.
No, I think no one knows what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Skate was a teacher. She would show me, like, the grammar is unbelievably bad, and you're like, oh my god, these kids have never read a book.
Yeah.
Like, they've never read a book, so they don't even know what it looks like. So they have no, like, whenever you're writing, you're drawing from that, and it's like, man, they have no clue.
Yeah.
And they have no idea of syntax. They have no idea. It's like, whoa.
Sad. Yeah.
It's like, whoa. This is like it's like scrawl.
Yeah.
And these are like, high school juniors and stuff, and you're like, brother.
Yeah, it's depressing. I mean, even just the formatting thing, it's like, not only are you just learning how to do it, but through that process of, reading and learning, you're like, you find out this entire history of like, craft that's gone on for the past like 100 years of filmmaking.
Yeah.
And you're totally doing yourself a disservice by just skipping that completely. It's like you're not even understanding like the value of what you're doing.
Well, it's
you're
like,
just
it makes
creating
me
a product.
question how much you like something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's the same. I mean, it reminds me vaguely of like, when you say kids have never read a book or whatever. It's like, I'll get suggested a lot of like r/writing, because I like seeing people be like, here's my first chapter. It's like a 14-year-old usually, and it like sucks, but I find it interesting. But there's like a ton of people asking for writing advice or whatever. Or they want to be a writer, and they basically admit to like, yeah, I don't really read ever, but like I want to be a writer. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I guess you like the idea.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like half of, at least the way I write too, is usually it's coming from like, I'll read a book and I'm like, oh, I want to just like copy this. And then you end up with like your own sort of attempt at that. It's the same with anything.
Or it's like, I would love to be a part of something like this. As I've gotten older too, I was listening to that song "Helplessness Blues."
Great song, yeah.
That was by the Fleet Foxes.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about that song too, and it's becoming more and more true. And I realized like it's kind of why I want to get more into like maybe acting or performing or something is that like the idea of being like a small part of a big thing is more interesting as I've gotten older.
Yeah. Well, I
And
think
I
that
don't-
song
I
is
think it's like an
referring to
ego-
it more of like existentially.
Yeah, for sure. But
the
like,
whole God versus nothing argument of like, if you're out here alone, like, without any belief structure, or like just imagining there's nothing up there and it's just you.
yeah.
It's like, no, I would rather be some part of a bigger piece.
Yeah. Well, he says he literally uses the snowflake metaphor, which
Yeah.
is kind of aged like bread, but, makes you think of just like red pill, whatever. But I always took it as like, he's like, I'd rather be a functioning cog in some great machinery serving something beyond me. Like, it's just like almost like a disillusion of your own ego kind of thing of just like,
It's like middle school,
Especially a guy who's like a
middle school
singer.
attitude versus
Right,
like when you grow up a little bit.
especially it's just like a singer-songwriter thing. It's like you also assume you have kind of more all this potential and talent that maybe you don't really have, and like or that things will be rewarded to you from like this outside source.
Yeah.
Like people will notice the uniqueness of your snowflake design and be like, oh my god.
Well, yeah, it's the difference between like I'm the most important main character, like I'm the shit.
Yeah.
This is all happening to me. It's the transition from a selfish attitude to a more selfless one.
Yeah.
People describe it with kids or just like any kind of community of, it's like I would actually rather be more helpful to other people and use it's interesting like. We spend so much time thinking about ourselves all day, and just to even sometimes remind myself of like, I actually think that constantly thinking about yourself and your own desires and your own dreams and everything, I'm like, actually could use this space in my brain to just think about other people.
Yeah,
and like, how
course.
can I be helpful to someone else other than myself?
Well, it's also like an anti-neurotic thing.
Mm-hmm.
People who are really like people who are earnest about it and they help people all the time. It does like it just I think it makes you feel better.
Yeah, well, that's like, an AA, it's like community service and
Yeah.
stuff is like a lot of the time the answers people give for like how to stop.
Right, because you're probably dwelling on something. You're probably like, whatever, you're kind of full of self-loathing and all these things.
You're
and
kind
then,
of useless.
then
And
you're
then
kind
like
of-
making
and,
yourself
and you
useful.
feel useless. You probably
Yeah.
feel useless, and it's like maybe there's some accuracy to that feeling. And
Mm-hmm.
then medicating with booze is like an easy way to just stop thinking about how you feel about yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a numbing. It's like a oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, there's a kind of oblivion you get when you're like fully outwardly focused.
Yeah.
That's positive.
Yeah. I mean, so you're saying even like acting would be more of like I'm helping out. I'm like part of a greater mechanism.
Yeah, it would just be cool to like be like one little guy in like this big movie or something. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my, I contributed 1/10% to something rather than like stand up, which I think is so
Self-centered.
singular.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so me, attention.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's something more interesting about that. And I've never really been creative that way. I can't, it's pretty hard. It was not like what I liked about stand up too is that it's not a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of liked that better.
Yeah. You're not like improv or
Right.
Yeah.
Improv I find unbearable.
Yeah. Just because it's too community oriented.
Well, it was that thing
And
of
supportive.
bombing. I think I just am a performer, so I like when it goes good, I definitely enjoy it. But like, and if it was with my friends, I would enjoy it. But what would happen inevitably is that it's just a big group of people doing it. You don't think X amount of people are funny, but you have to do comedy with them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is like a nightmare.
Yeah.
I have to do comedy with someone who I hate and who I think is
And you have to
unfunny.
just be supportive.
And I have to
always say
I have to
yes
make-
and even if it's the
Yes.
worst idea.
Yes. I remember once there was one guy everybody despised. It was a kind of funny like everyone hated him in the college improv group. You know, everyone thought he was really annoying and unfunny and shitty. He was kind of like the real Michael Scott of improv, like pull it out a gun and just sucked.
Yeah.
And there was like a running thing we were all doing was when he would come out. There was one show he was in our group. When he would come out, we would all like start just beating the shit out of his. He'd be like, and I think that I have a. And we all just like pretend to beat the fuck out of him. And then everyone loved it so much. Because everyone separately hated him.
Yeah.
Because we're all just performing for ourselves. There was no audience or whatever.
Yeah.
So everybody got very excited when we beat the fuck out of him. And we had like, you have
That's
5.
almost community building.
Yeah. There's like 5 scenes together. But you know what? To his credit, by the end, you want his in?
Yes.
And by the end, he was like kind of signing up to be beaten up because everyone was clapping and cheering and laughing when the first 2 times that he got beat up. So he's like, "Oh, I'll do that again."
Yeah,
like he liked it.
It's almost like the kid that like is sort of asking to get bullied.
Yeah, just for the attention or something.
Yeah.
But he was doing that or whatever. But the bad version of that is that guy comes out, he bombs, and everyone just leers at you, and I have no control over it. But I'm standing next to the least funny guy on earth, and I have to just take his bomb. I'm like, no, that's him. That's not me. I hate being associated with this man.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of dumb shit about stand-up. Like, we're the first guys to be like, this shit's, it's like there's no romance that people try to make it seem like there's this, like, romantic mythology around, like, being a cool, like, lone wolf stand-up or whatever. But like, I will say...
So what do you think? You're fucking Sam Kinison? It's like it's 2026.
Yeah, dude, we're really speaking truth to power.
I know. What are you talking about? Me and Lenny Bruce, we're doing the same shit.
Yeah. So we've discussed that before, but I will say one positive about stand-up that I do like is compared to other artistic things that I've been a part of, there's the kind of like asshole-ish, like, every man for himself, or like there's like an honesty to stand-up.
Yeah.
Where like, I think the fakeness that exists in like acting or other things of like being nice to people, even if
it's because no one else can really help you.
Yeah, like in filmmaking, and maybe this is like naive, but I believe this right now, is that like in filmmaking or even like something like improv or whatever, where if you're at like a thing and somebody makes like, even if you're getting feedback or if it's like a festival or something and you watch a movie, like a student film that is like the worst piece of shit you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually going to tell you
that it sucks. Yeah.
They're going to really like, either say positive things or sugarcoat it, which is natural. Like I don't want to fucking say something sucks. Yeah. I mean, well, and also it's like this guy made this thing. Like I don't want to fucking tear it apart, even though in my head I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But then you end up in these situations in which you're nice to people and everybody's pretending like that didn't just suck ass. And like, we're in like bizarre, we're like world. Networking. Like this guy might actually shoot my next thing or whatever.
Right. Like say the guy who made a horrible student film or whatever, made a horrible short film. That's like he has XYZ resources and like we include him because of that.
Yeah, or like, it's like I'm not necessarily the guy who's like fake this or fake that, but like there is like, like with actors, when you meet like a really networky guy that's just like, smiling at you and you're like, is there anything behind those fucking eyes?
Every other actor is like trying on a different guy every time he does anything. I'm
like, you're being really nice to me, but I don't know, like,
have you seen, I saw this Instagram reel that I thought I would kind of related to, less so like with stand up, but just, I don't know. But it was a guy like being like cold shouldered at a party, and then it's like, your first party in LA, and this guy was like, yeah, who are you? What the fuck? And then he's like, yeah, what's your name? And he's like, oh, I'm Carl Boone. Yeah. And he's like, oh, like Benson Boone? He goes, yeah, Benson Boone's my cousin. Oh my God, it's so good. Yeah. I love it's like being like perking up that Benson Boone is your cousin. Yeah. And you're like, yeah, this is the kind of thing, the kind of superficial vapids like.
And don't get me wrong, that exists in stand up for sure. But
yes.
But as far as like if you bomb, there is no like if
no one's like that was good.
Yeah, if that happened, they'd think you were a psycho. It'd be like I know it wasn't good. I heard it's such such a direct feedback.
It's quantifiable.
Yeah, so if and people are gonna be assholes about it, which if someone's a dick, I don't like them. Like I don't like assholes. But the like friendly asshole thing that happens of like if you do bad, nobody's sitting there with their hands on your shoulder being like, hey, okay, man, like, let's talk about this, or like, you're so great, or whatever. They're going to be like,
that fucking
who's that fucking asshole on stage?
Yeah, what a loser.
Yeah.
Dude, you tried this joke. Why would you ever think that was funny, you moron?
Like, which, if you go too far, I'm going to think about it for fucking ever.
If you go too
like,
far.
What a dickhead. But then at the same time, I do kind of prefer that vibe
also,
to the fake thing.
Yeah. What's interesting, too, is that there's a level of familiarity that, like, I think people who are attracted to stand-up, they love that idea. They love that idea of just sort of, like, breaking someone's balls, or, like, they like that like banter thing in their
Yeah.
head, and then they do it wrong and they do it too early, and they're just a dickhead.
Yeah, yeah.
And like you see it happen all the time. Like someone who stinks is an open micer will give shit to someone who's good who had a bad set, and you're like, no.
Because they kind of imagine this is what Patrice O'Neal
yes,
did.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like that. And yeah, like they'll just be like, you fucking stink.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
Genuinely, who are you?
No, I
One
mean,
time,
yeah.
I felt bad about this a little bit, but you remember the maybe I shouldn't say his name, but there was a
Florida comic. We're
Florida
fine.
comic who was of a non-straight persuasion.
I think I already am
And I
narrowing it down.
said, I'll say his name is Chester.
Yeah.
His name was not Chester, but he was like trying to do that to me, and he was like way newer than me. I had no respect for him, whatever,
Yeah.
you know. And I just said, Chester, you are gay.
And you're Chinese.
Literally, I hit him with the you're Chinese,
Yeah.
and because he was trying to like.
know
You know?
exactly what you're
And
talking
then I go, Chester, you're gay. And then everyone laughed at him because I identified the clearly gay man as gay.
Yeah.
And then everyone laughed at him, and he felt so bad.
This is middle school, dude.
And
I mean, you really can use
I was just
comedy
like,
as a
you
fucking-
overstepped.
Yeah.
And now I have to like, because I have like a weird punitive thing with comedy too. It's not good. but,
Punitive? Like you
like
have to
punish, like
people?
yeah.
Yeah. How so? Who's the last person you punished?
You know I had to punish you.
No biting.
You know I had to punish you.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
because I'm gay.
Because I'm gay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's like a fine line between just bullying. Like bullying is funny. I don't care what anybody says. Like in
Yeah.
the right context, like bullying is very funny. I don't know. It's like maybe too meta and gay, and everyone talks about the same thing over and over again. But I do think like the
idea that comedy is supposed
power
to be
thing
Oh,
is
yeah,
so
yeah.
true. It's the most true.
Yeah, we
thing.
could repeat some of these points. I'm sure
Yeah.
we've even discussed years ago on this of like what is comedy or whatever. But
It's
yes,
just like you can inflict so much pain.
oh,
with
it's a
being
weapon.
funny.
Yeah,
It's a complete.
it's a weapon that you can attack others while also it's a way of defending yourself.
Yes, completely. It's like the
especially
reason
guys like us, who are maybe like, it's like
sensitive and defensive.
Yeah, growing up, you go, well, I'm not good at basketball. But
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
fucking,
Well,
you
I'm
know.
a fat ginger. Where do we go from here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing.
And there's something evolutionary there of like, if the guys, like, if you were in the fucking tribe and you couldn't go out and like hunt a boar with the boys,
yeah,
and you're like,
I'm
"Fuck,
trying to
dude."
hold a spear. I'm like,
And you're just like, all right, how do I get pussy?
yeah. How on earth do I get pussy?
Yeah, and they're like, you could go gather with the ladies. You're like, no, I don't
that's
wanna."
gay.
And you're like, holy shit, dude, Grognok's head's fucking huge.
oh,
bro."
look at Grog, big a ham.
And then the girls are like, wow, you can actually like spread this
Yeah.
this trait
Yeah.
throughout the rest of history.
Yeah, exactly. But then there's
Until you get
this
guys
weird,
like us still alive.
yeah, but it's like you're totally bigging yourself up. Like, I don't know. I don't like when people say anything. I don't know. Anyone who says, I just want to make people laugh, I'm like, you're the gayest guy on earth.
No.
But also, like, I don't know. I was brutally making fun of a guy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the best. Like, I'm trying to. Also, crowd work is in and material's out. I don't know if I've expressed this yet.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I'm done with. I'm not doing material anymore. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm never doing it again.
Yeah.
Because I just people
Just
want
like,
it.
y'all on Tinder date?
Literally, y'all
You
fucking.
should do a girl comic too.
There's a
just kind of
girl. There's a
scold.
new comic kind of in the scene, and she's doing well. She's very like kind of precocious as a stand-up. Like she's only like a year in, but she's like getting these things and doing well in these whatever.
Yeah.
And she's getting nervous because she's like, hey, like I wrote like a good 10 minutes, and that's like kind of like I can do more than that, but this 10's like really like my lifeblood. Like I don't have anything else, and I'm really nervous about like adding to it because it's so scary to like venture away from it. Earnestly asking for advice, and I was just like, stop doing material. I go. You got four jokes, and you do them forever. Y'all fucking. What do you do for work? Where you from?
He fucking up them chicken wings.
He fucking up in chicken wings. Repeat after me. I'm like, that's what comedy is.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah, well, somebody in McAllen was asking something very similar because, like, I was doing a lot of crowd work with all these new people, and this guy had done stand up like 10 times.
Yeah.
And are we good?
I was just checking what time we're at.
Yeah, But he was basically like, should I start implementing crowd work? And I'm like, dude, I didn't start doing crowd work. It's actually scary as fuck to do crowd work when you're like new as hell.
For some people.
Yeah.
I think
some people are the opposite. Where
I talked to Tuma, and he said it was terrible doing material, like really trying to commit to material.
Interesting.
He was like the idea of doing 10 minutes without crowd work was like really scary because I just didn't have a good jokes. Like he's like, my jokes stunk.
Yeah, I was the opposite.
Exactly.
If I didn't know what to do if I didn't have like something written beforehand and like that I've seen work with my eyes before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I was. I mean, I was like, Jarrett used to make fun of me and sound like I was on. He said, "You sound like you're on NPR," because I would just stand there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like the first 2 years of comedy, that's all I did.
Yeah, but then I got better at like relying on myself.
Yes.
Where I go, because before I think there's this, you're scared because you're like, I don't trust my ability to just be funny. Like I have to think about this before.
Yeah.
Whereas once you start getting looser and start having more crowd work type sets, then you're like, okay, well I actually can just put myself out there and just like trust that I'll come up with something.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, and that's like so I've been trying to make a concerted effort to do that, and then there's this guy in the front row who looks fucking crazy. And like I kept saying he looked like a mad scientist. Like he had like a bald like thing and then like long hair like this, and he was wearing like a long sleeve button up and like a vest, and I was like, dude, you look like you work at Dexter's Lab and shit, like Dexter's Lab looking at. But I literally just did that for like 4 minutes, and I was just making fun of him, and everyone was like laughing at him.
Yeah. Oh, well, it goes back to like.
So I'm like, I'm on stage, I'm nervous, I don't want to embarrass myself, I'm vulnerable, and I go, this guy looks fucking weird. He looks weird. Everyone look at him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the crux of so much comedy. It's just look at the freak.
Yeah. That's all it is. Well, it's the whole thing of. I mean, Bo Burnham was kind of got into this with that last special where it's like, how can I do comedy without making the world a worse place? And I'm like, you can, but I don't think you're thinking about it the wrong way. Like,
I think you're thinking of.
I think laughter is kind of painful.
Well, I also think like you're overestimating the power of this.
No. Also, the use of it in society or whatever. It's like like it's literally if you're in a fucking elementary school playground and you hear laughter. The likelihood that
something horrible is
going on, that someone is deeply embarrassed.
Yeah, some dramatic core memory.
Yeah.
But that's also like, there's I don't know, this is a tough thing. It's like a hack boomer take is like there's like some value in bullying. Like if you earnestly did something that is like worthy of like a group scolding.
Well, it is. I mean, evolution.
Hey, this guy eats his boogers.
Yeah.
Maybe if every child in the whole school laughed at you while you ate your boogers, you'd probably stop eating your boogers.
Yeah.
Like maybe you shouldn't eat your boogers, man.
I'm not one to always make the like evolutionary, because that's like
it's like a fallacy
saying that everything is natural or whatever.
Right.
Is like there's like plenty of things wrong with that.
Yeah.
But there is like a survival mechanism to. It's like bullying and laughing at people for what they do is a kind of like, it's tribal. It's like you fit in with the tribe, so you don't, you have certain behaviors that you don't do.
I think in a world without like comedy or something, like you would just ostracize them, or you would just be cruel. There'd be no levity in the cruelness. Yeah,
well, you see it. You see the result of a more forgiving, less mean society growing now with people, and I'm not like, I don't necessarily subscribe to that it's like necessarily a good or bad thing, because like if somebody is like open and being a furry, would have never happened before like 10 years ago. But
it's like maybe they should be allowed to be like openly gay or trans, but you're like a furry. Like there's a line where you're like, I don't know. I
get a little more like, I don't care as I get older. Like nothing bothers me that other people do anymore. And when I see other people get bothered by it, I'm starting to get confused.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by furries really.
Yeah, like
maybe if I was at Chili's and I saw a whole table of them.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to have a triple dipper here.
Yeah.
These guys are licking each other. Well, I'm not a big fan of this.
There's a whole thing of like, be normal, don't do anything weird.
Yeah.
And I look at that, I'm like, I really don't care if you're not normal. Like I don't.
No.
Like we know people where if they see someone with like painted nails wearing a dress as a dude, and it just ruins their day, and I'm like, my day is the same. Like I actually, don't give a shit.
No, I don't.
Same
really
with like
care.
being an asshole, where it's like, there's no like positive association I have with like the real dickheads at my high school. There's no way I'm going like, yeah, they really those kids deserve to get bullied. I'm like, no, I think it's, you know,
No.
you shouldn't be a dick, you know.
I don't think anyone deserves to be bullied, really.
No, sometimes I think they're definitely like not always like a pure hapless victim. Like I think
Yeah.
there is like a certain level of like you are kind of asking for this.
Yeah.
And there's like, not to victim blame, but there is a little bit of like, well, maybe don't lift your laptop up and play the Attack on Titan theme in the hallway and you won't get made fun of for that. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
there is just a certain like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Because I think our instincts go, what the fuck is that guy doing?
That's what my instinct went.
Yeah.
I went, dude, you're fucking putting yourself out there. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was like sensitive to that and judgmental. I mean, I've always been a pretty judgmental person.
yeah.
So there's a kind of correcting
Mm-hmm.
that needs to go on.
Kind of. I mean, you know, we're not fucking perfect. That's
I
part
think I
of
would have been a full-fledged bully in a different era. Like,
because you're number one hater.
Because I'm number one hater, but I'm also really sensitive, and I'm also like kind of witty, and I'm also judgmental. It's like I'm sensitive and judgmental, and like clever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you think I couldn't use that for like cruelty if I was like going to school in the 1940s? You think I wouldn't be fucking awful? It's like
Yeah.
I probably would be.
Yeah. And I mean, I think. Let me think about this because this is. I mean, it's interesting, but I'm trying to like make like a coherent point. Is like I think that. Especially like when you boil it down to like high school behavior, which is pure survival. I think different versions of especially men, just so much of our behavior and our personalities and like what we do is just like you're just trying to get laid.
Oh yeah.
You're just so people have different methods. Same with like, you know, you're fat, so you're funny and you can actually get laid with that.
Yeah.
Or like so there's different. It's the same with like a guy who's kind of a jock who's maybe like a dickhead, and it's like there's like cruelty there is like attractive or just kind of being like the
It's like
quote unquote alpha
it's
male
a
or whatever.
show of power.
Yeah, whereas then you've got sensitive kids that are like, you look at them and they go, it's like the classic thing of like the meek boy who's like, oh, the girl, she only likes dickhead guys. And I go, well, you're actually also a dickhead too. And you listening to the Smiths and fucking, you know, Boy Genius or whatever is your own version of like getting pussy. That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, it's that. It's like, but it's also like you're sitting in such intense.
Me, I'm talking about
Yeah,
myself.
I'm talking about me too. Like, no, I had that kind of thing. It's a victim complex. It's like, first of all, no one was really outwardly cruel to me, really ever. Like,
No.
I mean, they were, but no more than anybody else, man. Like everybody's. I mean, imagine being like a fucking high school girl. Mm-hmm. How cruel is everyone in the world to you? Like everyone's horrible to you all the time.
Yeah.
But she's not a fucking dickhead. She's not an asshole.
No,
because she's like whatever. She learns to be a different person, whatever. But to me, I like took everything so personally. Mm-hmm. It's like it's like solipsistic. It's like I'm the number one.
I deserve this.
Yeah, it's like I deserve to be.
I
not.
think the
it's
incel.
like, why wouldn't I be made fun of? Why wouldn't I?
No, the incel mentality is a combination of like it's like hate, lashing out and like hatred of what you really want.
Yeah, of course. This was like it's almost like thinly veiled projection.
Yeah, even the Andrew Tate stuff, like all the misogyny, and you go like, okay, so on one level you're like having all this anger and like judgment and like dislike of women, and yet on the other end put them on this huge pedestal,
You also
which
think
is inherently objectifying, which is like retarded.
Yeah, it's also like you're this like incel basement dweller guy, and your hero is a guy who gets a lot of pussy.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah. So I mean, and we're kind of honing in high school, and like the hope is that a lot of these people grow out of it, and you know, I think people. I don't know. It's all survival. It's like whatever, you know. Even like the mean girls or the mean guys, or it's like that's their version of like protecting themselves.
Yeah, of course.
And whatever.
You're just so fragile at that point in your life.
Yeah. And then you know.
It takes someone learning, or it takes some just like getting. Just general confidence.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because I end up in this situation where I sound kind of like this, you know, when there's maybe some virtue signaling going on when I go like, yeah, I don't like bullies, or like, yeah, like you know, nothing like women just as cool as guys.
Yeah,
you know, it's
whatever.
like there's when
Guy
I say
in a
this,
dress, I don't care.
yeah, when I say that stuff, it's like it's almost like feels subversive in some way. Like I'm trying to be like, look how good of a guy I am.
Yeah.
But I do think there are some people I end up talking to where I go, do I actually need to remind this person that women are not all shallow?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do.
Does this person not know that all
I
women are
actually
not
don't
shallow?
know how to do that.
Yeah.
Because they'll just it's Jared has it's a different thing, but it's sort of the same thing. He has a joke about like male friends or something that sometimes will like. There's this weird thing, especially men who like prolifically like cheat on their wives or like cheat on their girlfriends who like open up to you and are like, you know, you got to get some side or whatever, and then like just being like, what? No, like I don't think that at all.
Yeah. And you go, what are you trying to prove to me, dude?
Right.
Yeah.
So they hit you with one of those, but it's like a real like incel-y thing. Or, I mean, I got it. I remember I have like a core memory of in college of guys being just like earnestly racist, and I was like, whoa. I was like, hey man, no, you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was in a group setting, and everyone was like, dude, shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. And I don't want to be perceived.
But he
that
was
way.
like, oh, I'm comfortable now. I can like show this thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, how, am I supposed to correct this guy's behavior? Am I supposed to scold him? What are you supposed to do?
Well, there is an
I
extent.
don't want him to be this way.
Well, because I can't change anybody. That's something I
You
have
can't
to
really
accept,
change
and it's a
anyone.
matter of like how much do you engage with someone who you think is like doing
Has
something
detestable
wrong.
views.
Yeah, detestable views or even like behavior. You know. Like
Oh,
if,
yeah.
If I had a friend who was like, you know, like cheating or you know, just like saying stuff where I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
I think all I can do is
Or they're looking for almost like, what's the word? Like
validation.
validation or the enabling. They're looking for a kind of enabler.
Yeah.
And they serve one up to you like, enable me, and it's like, what do you do with that?
Yeah. But then so on one level I can just go like, well, I actually disagree with this. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna be your friend. You know,
Right,
it's like
right.
I have to like figure out myself of like what line do I draw here.
It's
of,
almost like non-judgment. You have to be like, hey, I dislike this specific aspect of you, but I don't like you.
and
or I
there's
don't
there's stuff
dislike
that's
you
none of my
as a
business
whole.
and stuff I have no excuses for. You know, like. Yeah, if my friend was doing some like immoral, like, you know, if you cheated on somebody or whatever, there's part of me that goes like, okay, well, I'm judging this person now and I think of them differently, but it's none of my business. Like, this is their life, especially if it's like, you know, they're not trying to brag or anything.
Yeah.
If it's something they're going through, I'm like, you know what? It's like, I can't change. I'm not going to like force you to fucking do anything.
Yeah, it's like, what am
But
I
there's
gonna, what
other,
am I gonna do?
there's other lines.
Am I
That
going to poke my finger in your chest and go, you can't do that? Like, it's
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah, but definitely like, yeah, it's just a matter of like seeing the gray in everyone and whatever. But then there's other behaviors where I'd be like, no, I
You have to draw a
actually,
line.
yeah, I can't be friends with you anymore. That's like insane.
That's actually horrible.
Yeah,
It's like,
well-
I've been torturing small animals. And you're like,
Yeah,
yeah, man, you're not invited to my birthday party anymore.
yeah.
Can we wrap things up?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I just got to pee.
No, you're good.
And I want to watch football, low-key.
All right,
It's the
yo,
AFC Championship game.
see y'all boys next
See
week.
y'all, boys. We love you.